All right, so vault key fragments. So fun fact with these things, you actually don't have to have the silos in order to get to the vault keys, but it does help if you don't know exactly where you're looking at. And I recommend getting the silos anyway because it gives you fast travel locations. Anyway, the very first vault key fragment that we're going to find is right over here, just west of the Crimson Resistance headquarters, which you have to go to. That's actually where you start the game at, is right there. So there's going to be a little bandit camp over here. Now, I think they all are kind of similar, where there's one in the bandit camp, there's one in like a shrine area, then there's one kind of like tucked away, hidden. Anyway, there's some bandits here. You don't have to kill them, some rippers. You can if you want. It's completely up to you. But if you can just follow this path, kind of come around here, jump over there, kind of come behind this building on the crate, there's your very first vault key fragment. Right there. There are 3 of them in each location. And then the second one here, there's the area that's going to be at. So I fast traveled to the main little area of the Fate Fields. Forgot what it's called off the top of my head, but it's right there. It's actually undiscovered on my map. If you kind of come across these things, there'll be a question mark if they're undiscovered. If you actually discover them and actually look at it, it'll actually show up on your map, whether you have the silos or not. So I'm on my way there, kind of coming from like the main area. This one is the one that's just kind of like in a shrine kind of area. It's just kind of hanging out on its like pedestal. So this one is probably one of the easiest ones to get. You just kind of drive along this road here, and you're going to hang a right. Echo will literally lead you right to it if you found that question mark already. It's actually up there in that little cave area. But there's a grapple. You come up here. You come up to the second spot. There it is. The cave with the second vault key fragment right there. And every character will say something. You're going to have to get used to what they say, because I think they repeat themselves. But it's not that many, so it's probably fine. All right, so now we got the last and third one. You see the location where I'm at and the zone right there. We're going to zoom in. So I start from Safe House over there. I forgot which one it is. So that's one I actually found way before I actually went to look for it. And this one's kind of tricky. Not really, but kind of is. There's trickier ones later in the game. But this is probably going to be like the very first area. I mean, this is the first area you're at. So you're probably not quite used to what exactly they do yet. But this one's, I don't know, this one kind of gives you a taste of what to expect. So you're going to come up here, run over that wild horn. It's very important. Kind of come up this cliff. There's going to be a little bandit camp up here, a little ripper area. So when inside this little ripper area, there's going to be a little crate thing underneath, little vent. You're going to rip it off. You're going to slide, or I guess you can crawl underneath. And then if you look to your right, there's going to be a Ted Cycle holding it up with his left hand. Looks like it came straight out of Borderlands 3 to me. But you pick it up. There's also a Marcus bobblehead right here if you care. There's also a red chest to your left, and I'm kind of flexing here a little bit. So I don't open the chest while recording, but I opened it right after I finished recording. And if you want to look at what I got, boom, a plasma coil right there in the chest. It did take a little bit for me to actually pick it up because I was fighting with the lights. But yeah, you know, make sure you open up your red chest because you never know what's going to be found in there. So the vault location itself, you can actually see it on the mini-map. It's up on that little plateau area right there. Just that rock formation, that is the actual vault. So if you fast travel to Wyclife's Reprieve, probably said that wrong. I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak whatever language that originates from. I know it's English, but I don't know what Wycliffe is. But you're going to hop in a car, come out of this little area first, obviously, as Echo took me a really long route. There we go. We're going to hop in a car. We're going to follow this road. Make sure you run into that barriers. That's beautiful. Love that. There we go. So you're going to land on this road. Now you're just going to kind of follow this road the whole way through. Eventually, there's going to be like this. I originally thought it was a dirt path. It's kind of like a mechanical bridge that's broke. That's actually where you're going to go to. So you're going to think, oh, turn left here. That's not where you turn left. That's not. Ignore the green area. It's not this little ripper camp. It's this little dirt path mechanical bridge right here. So you're going to come up here. You're going to jump over. You're going to hop off, hang a left. And you can kind of see it there in the distance. Kind of just keep climbing up. You can kind of climb up this little rock formation for a little shortcut. And it's right there. This is the vault. I think I actually put the marker right on top of the key. I did. How about that? There it is. You can see part of the vault's already made. Once you get closer, it would actually build the vault, and you have a place to put the key in. Here it comes. Arch of Insepitus, Arc of Insepitus, whatever. Insert the key fragments, and then you're going to go through the very first vault monster, if you choose this to be your first vault monster. I believe this should be your first vault monster, as this is the first location in the game. The vault's going to construct in front of you, and so every vault is pretty much the same. They're all pretty similar to one another. You get the 3 keys, you put them in. So this one's just kind of more out in the open. Carcadia Burns is also in the open, and Terminal Range is kind of hidden away. Anyway, you're going to go through. It's going to load up a new area. So every single vault kind of has this mission thing at the beginning. You're going to want to accept that, and then you're going to have a guardian, the watcher, kind of talking about some lore stuff. If you're interested in that, I wasn't too concerned with it. I'm still waiting for the big war that we had. So every single vault area is kind of the same. You kind of fight through the platform to platform to island to island. Fun fact, that is the only time my whole game has stuttered since I've got this. So once you get to the final area, this is actually going to be where the boss is. You're going to have a little cutscene of him. This one, I believe, is the Insepitus. Correct? Yes. Primordial Guardian Insepitus. So, Insepitus is probably one of the more mechanical bosses in the whole game, to be honest with you. So he has a big shield, he has some flesh, he has a bunch of tail whip attacks. There we go, he kind of grabs you and tail whips you back. But the real thing is he has a little cocoon phase, and you're going to have to knock him back down off of this cocoon while there's venom and poison underneath of you. You're going to have to climb up on top here and shoot him down. And when you shoot him down, the fight kind of comes back to normal. He will be dazed for a little bit, but I don't actually think it's long enough to actually really do anything. So as you see, he's down, but now he's already back up. So fast forward in the fight, you can also like take off like his shoulders and find more crit spots, but I don't really do that. I kind of just bullet hose him. Towards the end of the fight here, I do get up. Boom. So there it is, the very first vault monster down. So every single vault monster kind of gives you a reward of some sort of power, and it's all related to your glide pack. It's kind of lame, kind of cool in my opinion. I don't really know. It's nice you get upgrades, but I don't know if this is the big... I mean, it kind of is big. It feels lame, but movement's also the most important thing in the game, so I don't know. There it is. You claim your reward. You're going to have 2 red chests here. Make sure you pick those up. And then once you're done with these red chests, once you're done getting your reward, you're going to run through the rift, and you're going to be right outside the final jump area to the vault monster. So where you can actually do it again, the Mad Moxie Encore machine is right by the jump pad. Oh yeah, there was a legendary in the event machine. I was going to be honest with you. I was editing this, and I did not remember why I had that in. You're going to hit that Encore machine. Here's a little blooper for you. This is the exit over here. Don't know why I went this way, but it's even more embarrassing. It's not that I went that way, but that I fell off the big giant rock platform. So that was kind of embarrassing. So for his actual drops, I believe every single vault monster has a chance to drop a class mod. I have him up on the screen right here. He also has a chance to drop the Raven Fire, which I think I actually got to drop during this. He also drops an extra medium energy shield, and he also drops a Ombre Husky Friend. This Husky Friend, sorry. Which is like a turret gun, turret Theodore gun. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know any of these things that well. Maybe the class mods are good. I don't really haven't dove too deep inside the weapons yet. So I'm still kind of making my build. I have a Rafa, which is pretty good, but yeah, that is the Vault of Insepitus and the Fade Fields Vault done.
So vault key fragments, our very first one that we are going to get is over here to the left of the low rise safe house. I recommend fast traveling there to kind of get into this spot. You're going to see the wreck of the wreck of the last great hope. Said that incorrectly. Kind of go inside this little inside the ship really, and then there's going to be a lot, and I mean a lot of enemies. I'm a big fan of just running right through everything. I guess I do get a couple kills. This is kind of weird. So it's in this little hatch area. Mine kind of glitched out because I think I used the health right after or the med kit right after I did it. But you know, it rips off. You go down here, and the vault key is just kind of hanging out right here. I don't know if this is the one that's like a shrine. Every single vault key in this game, it has either a shrine, or it's in some sort of ripper camp, or it's like hidden in a tunnel or something. So for our second vault key fragment, you're gonna hop on over to Judgment's Lapse. It's right over here. I actually found it before I actually picked it up, according to this. So if you kind of get near them, the game will kind of be like, hey, there's an item here. If it's a vault key fragment, it'll say this is a vault key fragment. So you're gonna come to Judgment's Lapse. You're gonna come down here. You're gonna run to the left, and you're gonna kind of hop on your Digirunner. You're just kind of gonna follow the road for a little bit. There's a pretty easy path to this vault key. Hop on, jump over these guys, pick up on this road right here. So yeah, you're gonna take a right on this road. You're just gonna follow it. If you see that iridium like thing to the left, that means you're going the right way. I don't know if that's actually iridium, and it's kind of be down here in this little watery area. It's just gonna be right to your right. It's just gonna be hanging out. This is the one that's just kind of, you know, out there on a shrine kind of thing, just in a rock formation hanging out. That one's pretty easy to grab. I think you can probably grab that without the guide and kind of pick it up on accident. And our last vault key fragment, this one is probably my favorite one to grab. First off, I'm actually going to pick up that legendary that dropped. If you saw the safe house video, it dropped on the safe house video. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead, pick that up. So anyway, from this safe house, makeshift chalet, don't know if I said that right yet, don't care if I said it right, it's literally to the right, and it's going to be up here. And there's gonna be like this little dining table thing. There's an echo on here too. It's right there in the middle. Boom. There's all three vault fragment found. Then you get to grab the key. Now the actual vault, I believe this one is like right on top of the actual icon. And I'm pretty sure this one you're also probably gonna find just by playing the game. I think the main story leads you right by this path. So you're gonna come to this silo here. You're going to use the little jetpack, and you're just going to glide your way over there. Now it is kind of around this little formation. The thing about Carcadia Burns is that everything's kind of a pain to get to. Just traveling the area in general is a little more obnoxious than the Fade Fields, in my opinion. I don't like Terminus Range either. I think Fade Field is the only area that's actually kind of fun to drive around in. But you know, each their own. I do like the way Carcadia Burns looks. It looks the most like Borderlands to me. Anyway, yeah, this is it. Right there. There's the vault key. Just right next to the road. Or not the vault key, but the actual vault. Right next to the road. So every single vault in this game, pretty much the same as any other. There's not much really to it. You just kind of go in, pick up the mission. The Watcher, the Guardian, whatever it is, will talk to you about lore that I personally really, I kind of care, kind of don't care about. I kind of got off the lore in Borderlands 3. I didn't really like the direction they were going in. But you kind of just go jump from platform to platform, killing the enemies, then kill the next set of enemies, and then you get to the boss, and you kill the boss. So you jump in the portal here to the vault. There's the mission I was talking about, Primordial Vault, Carcadia Burn. And then you just jump onto one platform, you kill the enemies, you jump onto the next platform, you kill the enemies. Not really much to all these vault stuff. I do like it though. To me, this is the closest to kind of like a takedown compared to Borderlands 3 that we have in the game currently. Anyway, this is it. This is the actual boss. What, I turned a freaking Canadian or something there? What happened there? So this is my least favorite vault boss in the game. He's just kind of like a earth rock guy. I believe his name is Radix, right? We're about to see it on the screen. Pairs up. He's kind of like Shock as well. Yeah, Radix. So he has like telekinesis, rock, even throwing powers. I'm not a big fan of this guy. He has a lot of shield, and then I guess you're gonna use a corrosive weapon after. This is him, you know, smashing the ground with a lightning attack, big whoop. So I would say get your shock weapons, get your corrosive weapons out to take this guy down. There we go. I just took him down inside the video right there. And he didn't drop anything, I don't believe. Oh yeah, he did drop something in this playthrough. What did he drop? Look at that. Got a repair kit. Hallelujah. Anyway, once you're done, I already see the kind of the portal to get to the next area to the right there. You're going to pick up your reward, your glide pack reward, whatever it is. There we go. We're going to jump through. Like I said, every single one of these is the same. I would recommend always grabbing these red chests. I feel like every boss in this game has at least one red chest after you beat it. I could be wrong. But I believe that is the case. Anyway, you get some regen delay. You pick up your 2 red chests. Now, the encore machine for this one is really close to the jump to the boss. So this one's probably a pretty quick farm once you kind of get this guy down. See, there it is right there. Moxie's Encore. You're going to go ahead and pick it up. And then there's the platform. They're all pretty close, but this one's like very close. I forgot to actually do it. Go me. So I'm just not the biggest fan of this guy. He has a little lightning storm attack here. You'll kind of telegraph where he's out in the ground. You just don't get inside one of those puddles. He throws rocks at you. There is cover that you can take, but I mean, in my opinion, this is the worst one in the game. It's all opinion, you know. So he has a chance to drop the Anarchy, the Forge Master, the Grenazerker, the Scientist, the Teen Witch, and the Mint Adrenaline Pump, which I just see right there. And you see the Teen Witch right there too. So those are his drops. And yeah, that is the vault for Carcadia Burns. So Terminus range vault keys, we're going to start right over here in the low lays. Now, you can get here pretty quickly from the Snowy Wells, but you're going to be looking for this point called the Pit. I'm not sure what's going on in the Terminus range with all this pink, purple neon signage and lights, but there's going to be 2 crash buildings and kind of like this plant over here. This one's weird because there's not really a direct path to get to it. So I initially thought it was right here. I was wrong. It's actually around this little plant right here, and there's going to be a rock formation. You can climb this. It doesn't look like you can, but you can. Climb it, get on top of this little building, now grapple right up, and there it is, the vault fragment for the Terminus range. Just sticking, this is the one that's kind of like a shrine. So yeah, very first vault fragment found. So the next vault key here in the Terminus range, we're going to start from the Nightcap fast travel point. This one's a little tricky. So you're actually going to be able to see it. I've already seen it on my map. It's technically in the Wind Spear area, but it's a strange one to get to. So it's like in a checkpoint, but in the door. But if you come straight from the Nightcap, take a left, you're basically going to run right into this checkpoint right here, the Vestal Garrison or whatever. And you're going to enter to the right. Now you're immediately going to think, oh, I got to grapple up. Do not grapple up. That is not what you want to do. You want to walk through the door. See, you don't want to go up there. You want to walk through this door right over here, go left, walk through this door, and then it's just on a desk. I don't know why. I mean, technically now it says the low lay, so I don't even think the game even knows where you're at right now. But you just pick it up. There it is. It's right there. Actually, an easy one to get to if you know where it is. So the Cuspid Climb Vault Key Fragment, I'm going to start at this revive station that's right to its south, kind of across the road there. So we're going to actually hop on this road and go left and actually come out of the detection area and come back in. So we're going to hop on this road, go west, and there's going to be a little mountain range there we can climb. And if you know where the Gordello is, you can probably skip this part. And if you know a fast way to get to Gordello, or if you're already at the Gordello, you can skip this little wall climbing part. But basically, climb up this wall. We're going to take a right. There's another grappling hook to our left. And sometimes, once we get up there, there's a Rift Champion on occasion that will spawn up right here. There actually just was one minute ago and I killed it. You can kind of see the loot in the background. Anyway, there's a bridge over here, a gap. If you get your vehicle and do a little jump gap thing that I like to do right there. We're basically working our way to the Gordello right now. So there it is. Vault Key Fragment is back. If you know where the Gordello is, you can kind of skip part of this. But the Vault Key Fragment is located on a cave right over in that area right there that I just looked at. So from the Gordello, you're going to go northeast, and there's this little rock climbing formation that you can climb up. And there's actually a grappling hook at the top here. So we're going to grapple up. And now there's going to be a little kicker ramp that's located right here. Just kind of head towards it. Glide on over. And basically, you're just going to kind of keep heading this way. One more long glide. And once you get to this little landmark land formation right here, we're going to hang a left. Now, there will be an enemy called Logan here. I don't know if this is a reference to something, but we're going to go ahead. You can kill Logan. I'm going to kill Logan because, I mean, it's kind of like the wreck Easter egg. You don't really see these type of enemies. I did miss my special move there, whatever it's called, the orb. I don't really know Harlow that well. That's kind of the whole reason why I made this character be the one to do this. Anyway, we kill Logan, and then we're going to climb up this formation. You don't have to kill him, but it might be easier to do it on this one. Climb up this formation. At the very top here, there's going to be, boom, dead body, and the last Vault Key Fragment for our character. So the actual vault door, I found the easiest to fast travel to the Heritage Opus and then kind of just jump down onto the road and head north on it. I feel like that's the easiest way. It's not really a hard vault to find once you know where it is. It's just kind of in a cave, which is very unlike anything else in this whole region, really. So we're going to hop in our car, jump down into the road, and then we basically just follow this road, take a right over the bridge, and keep following the road, and it'll just kind of pop up on our left. Right here, take a right. There's the bridge I was talking about. As you see, vault door detected now. There is a revive station at the bottom of this little, like, I guess ravine kind of area, this canyon. And there it is. The vault door is inside this cave to the left. We're going to hop on over onto this ledge. You can literally drive right up to it. Go inside the cave. And this is where the vault door is. Now, this vault door, in my opinion, is the coolest one. I kind of like the idea of something that's supposed to be mysterious and unknown to be mysterious and unknown and hidden where nobody can find it versus the other ones, which were just kind of like on a cliff or right next to the road. This one's kind of has some like environment to it, you know? I really enjoy that. Look at it. Beautiful, isn't it?
Whatever waits on the other side, I promise to use it.
So, the Vault of Arrigo. Basically the same thing as any other vault. You're going to accept the mission. You're going to jump on to the pad here. And you're going to go from platform to platform, island to island, I guess it would be. Killing all the enemies until you get to the eventual boss. There's not really much variety inside these vaults, but I would still say this is the closest to like a takedown that we have. Anyway, this is the vault fight right here. This is the boss. Now he's actually on a platform and then he's like all shield. So I didn't really have much of a problem against this guy. Now his gimmick is that he switches from ice to fire, back to ice. But if you have a shock weapon, you'll just destroy this guy so quickly. Anyway, this is the end of the vault. You take him down. He kind of just swaps back from fire and ice. You just got to make sure you watch out for that. We take him down. You get his loot, which I think he actually drops a legendary here for me. He does. That's pretty cool. Once you're done looting, you hop through the rift. You're going to walk up to the orb so you can get a reward. I believe this one is 50% regen cost. What is it? Regen or cost? Cost reduction. Okay. Get your 50% cost reduction on your glide pack. You get the 2 red chests. So the encore machine is right here. You hit it. Now, weird thing that I noticed, I don't know why he does this, but every time you hit the encore machine and jump back into the fight, he always does this, like, I compare it to Bloodwing's claw attack. He just kind of dives at you every time. I don't know why. This is showing off the fire change here. So he'll just kind of like roar fire. If he breathes fire, he'll like bring fire out of the ground, and then he'll swap to ice. Does the exact same thing with ice. I don't know. I kind of like this guy. It's a nice open area. There's no like weird rock gimmick. There's just fire and ice. I feel like everyone knows fire and ice pretty well. And also I got another legendary on my encore drop, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, this is what he drops. He got the class mods like all the other ones do. He also drops a Watts for Dinner, which is a very, very good shield. And then this SMG that I got and the bolted lightning heavy ordnance that I grabbed. And yeah, that is the Vault of Arrigo and the Terminus Range Vault.